Louis Vuitton. Why it's a Gucci. Louis Vuitton. Us girls who prefer 50-50 have been shamed. That's more than my first salary. No. No. Your friend also is not fair. Hey Slayers, I hope you guys are fabulous. My name is Tumi and this is Young, Broke and Fabulous. If it's your first time here, you are not a Slayer yet. To become a Slayer, all you need to do is click subscribe and hit the notification bell and the all option so you don't miss a notification every time I post a new video. And if you're a returning Slayer, welcome back, babe. I appreciate you. So guys, today I'm going to be doing a little girl talk video based on the questions that you asked me on Instagram. So all of those questions I'm going to be answering. So this girl talk video is going to be geared around the questions that were asked, that you feel are girl talk topics that you want me to tackle. So yeah, let's get into the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. How do you maintain your life as an individual since it seems like you are always with your husband? But I'm not an individual anymore. Why should I maintain my life as an individual? I'm not an individual. Okay, personally, like maybe having an individual life from your partner doesn't, I don't know, it's not like I want to be tied to the hip. I can do a lot of things on my own. He can do a lot of things on his own. We both have different careers that we are on, and that's like individual things that we're doing. But in terms of social life and everything, like I like actually going to social outings and everything with my husband being around. I just feel uncomfortable if I go out with other people that I'm not used to going out with, and he's not there. It's weird. And the way we've made friends and how our individual friendship groups have merged because of us, we always actually end up like in the same circles all the time. So yeah, I don't know, I can't wrap my head around having this individual life. I don't know what it means. I can only speak to maintaining your individuality, like in terms of like not forgetting the type of person you are and now being dissolved in that relationship, that now you can't be your own person. That I understand, but in terms of like having individual lifestyle, I can't answer to that. How do you care for your face? I'll show you. But I'm back. So for me, my face care, guys, is basic. The most basic. So yeah, let me show you how I care for my face. So it's simple. I don't do anything crazy. Like I was just blessed with non-problematic skin. Like I don't have oily skin, I have very dry skin, so I don't get pimples. Sometimes maybe I will have funny hormones sometime and I will get this. I used to get this pimple in the middle of my forehead, like literally one, and then there was a time I just had like pimples here. I don't know where they were coming from, but I never have like breakouts or anything like that. And I do get heat rashes sometimes, but in winter my skin is the most clear because obviously there's no heat whatsoever. I literally wash my face in the morning every day when I shower, and that's all I do. I don't have a nighttime routine. And sometimes I use that face brush to remove any dead skin. Like once a week I will use a face brush, and that's all that I do for my skin. I have a rich friend who wants LV and Gucci gifts, and I can't even afford perfume perfume for myself. How do we deal with friendships with different lifestyles and finances? Guys, actually this one I will wow, LV, what's a LV? Louis Vuitton, what's a Gucci? Louis Vuitton. Guys, le bona bo mihlali ba Louis Vuitton. Do you think their friends are gifting them Louis Vuittons? She can afford. If you can afford yourself to buy yourself a Louis Vuitton, buy yourself a Louis Vuitton, and no worry, your friends can afford to maintain your lifestyle yourself. But anyway, let me talk about this because it's something that's always gonna be there in friendships. Like, you can be at any age, but especially now in our 20s when we're still building and we're in different career paths, we are not gonna be earning the same, and that I know for a fact. So when I started working in 2017, I know for a fact I was in terms of the friendship group I was working as a customer service and social media, like, you know, when you are doing comms management, that's what I was doing. And I was working for a startup company, and I started at a very low income, and my friends were working at like your Deloitte and like mutual friends as well. They were working in that space, and obviously they afforded more than I did, and I never found it like a problem to say no, I can't go to that restaurant, or guys, I can't come to that lunch because I don't have money, or there's this time where we'd want to plan a trip, an international trip, and I would actually be eager and want to do it, but I'm always realistic. So I would look at my finances and be like, realistically, can I even save for this trip and have that amount of money for this trip, looking at my finances and not other people's finances? Because at the end of the day, you have to look at your finances and their finances and communicate. So do not feel the pressure of it now, because everyone can afford it. I'm not the only one, and I'm gonna take a loan, or don't do that. Don't, just be honest. And one thing my friends can tell you about me, I'm honest. If I don't have money, I don't have money. I'm not gonna be here trying to act like I have money when I don't have it. And I was honest that I don't have money, and now that I can afford a bit more, I'm still able to like take part in a lot of things. But I've never felt the pressure from my friends to be more than I can be. Like, I can't imagine someone when you can't even afford to, like you're saying, you can't even afford to buy perfume for yourself, and somebody expects an LV gift. Guys, even though, you know, those simple earrings that are like gold and they're just written LV, those earrings are 12,500, like for hoops. And then now my budget is Mr. Price budget, where I can buy you earrings for 35 rand. And then now you're going to be like, I'm a bad friend for buying you what is within my means. I really don't get that. But I think sometimes it's about communicating, because I've seen that a lot of things, it's not even your friends imposing on you, they just assume. People assume, like even with dating and everything, people like assuming. Like, say for instance, you start dating this person who's working and everything, and then you just assume that they can afford certain things without asking. You should ask. And as the person that can afford, you should also communicate that, friend, Mina, I can't afford that, I can't even afford this is my budget range. So if you are doing your gift list and stuff, also consider the people that don't have large amounts of money. Like, every time I do my gift list, it starts from things that are like 100 rand, 300 whatever, to maybe 3,000, because I know some people can afford the more expensive gifts and some people can afford the less expensive gifts, and that's fine. And you don't have to feel that pressure of, now I must be buying LV. You yourself you don't even own LV. Why are you now supposed to buy someone LV? I don't get it. And I feel like as girls, we shouldn't be putting that much pressure on like our friends. It doesn't make sense. actually you shouldn't be putting that much pressure on anyone to like, yo, LV, yo, LV, yeah, guys, that's rent money. LV, how do we reconnect a failed friendship, or should you just let bygones be bygones? For me, that's actually the first part of reconnecting a failed relationship or something that went wrong, but you feel like the friendship can still work. You have to let bygones be bygones. And before, like, if you asked me this 2 years ago, I was going to be like, ain't no reconnecting failed relationships, whatever. But growing up, I've realized sometimes as people, we are in different mental states, we are in different phases of our lives, and we make certain decisions based on circumstances more than reality. Like you make the decision based on the circumstances at the time. And for me, some relationships, some friendships shouldn't, it's like going back to an ex. I feel like some things can't be forgiven, and if someone had a pattern of disappointing you, or like they were just not a good friend, it's not necessary. And I've seen, as women, we have this thing, like we keep around friends unnecessarily. Like it's okay to break up with friends and move. Like you're not gonna be a match with everyone, and it's okay. Like I think we grow up with this thing, yeah, once you make friends, they're friends forever and stuff like that. But it's not the case. Some people are not for you, they're not about you, and it doesn't work. It doesn't mean that it can't be amicable. Like it doesn't mean that you guys should be disrespectful to each other or throwing shade or anything like that. And I've seen that it's the case with a lot of friendships. But if a friendship ended under like, and there was no communication and stuff like that, and you guys actually come to a point where you actually communicate and talk about how the friendship ended, and you feel like you can still be civil and be friends, do that and let bygones be bygones. I don't see any issue with that. I just see issues with friends that are just always like going back to being friends and pretending, and it's just so toxic. And I see so many people do it just because they don't want to be lonely or be alone. I don't mind being alone, guys, it's fine, because the stress of just being with people that are not for you is more, it affects you more than actually just being alone. And so for me, that's my 2 cents. Let bygones be bygones, sort it out like adults. If it ended, it was not a big thing, because some things I just feel like, no. If someone was always bad mouthing you, they were just always hurting you, they were never there for you, they were never like anything for you, like why are you even like trying to rekindle that? It's the same as going back to your ex, basically. But if it was something that was like a misunderstanding, and it was not like now you went and took my boyfriend or slept with my boyfriend or stole from me and stuff like that, and it was something that can just be communicated and you can move. Can the friendship ever go back to that? It's not ever gonna go back to what it was. And don't force it going back to what it was, or don't go back to a friendship just because you feel like you're lonely now. Can girls ever love each other? Can need friendship wise? Guys, I can't talk, not for me, with the friends that I can count in terms of girls. Like they are literally, they're not over 5. So for those, now for me, I have genuine love for them, and I feel like our friendship is genuine and there's love there. So I think it can exist, like true love can exist in friendships. It's just forcing matters, guys. It's just that thing, yeah, oh yeah, but we grew up together, we went to school together, or thing. For me, it's not necessary. Like honestly, if we didn't click, we didn't click. What do I use to shave? I use a clipper. Like, look at my armpit is finally healthy again. I use a clipper. Best decision I've ever made in my life. It's given advice by my mom to do it, and it's literally, it works. Just that pubic hair grows back very fast, so I am looking at starting to wax, and I will take you guys through that journey of actually switching to waxing, because of the hair growing back so fast. It's irritating, and I'm a lazy person, so now you have to be like shaving every other day. But in terms of having like rash and having like reactions and having ingrown hair, I haven't had all of those things since I've used a clipper to shave. And there was a time my armpits, like, it still has a bit of discoloration. It's not a lot. Okay, I think, yeah, I'm starting to grow hair again, so you won't see like how it's smooth now and everything. But there was a time I used a razor and I got such a bad reaction. Like, I had razor bumps that were everywhere, and they were dark and they were black, and it took so long for my armpits to get back to normal. But I said, hey, stick to what you are used to. Use a use a clipper. A clipper is the girl it thinks it is, so I do use a clipper. Moods, Claire, please discuss moods. I need a session with you if you can relate. Yeah. I can relate in terms of like I'm a moody person. Not talking about me having bipolar disorder, like literally I am somebody that switches moods easily. No, I'm actually not a moody person, but when I'm PMSing, like I'm just like, ugh, leave me alone. Oh my god. But I don't think I'm a moody person. Like, moody people are those people that are like that will get angry at people or start just being like whatever. I don't get angry at people, but I do get irritated a lot. I'm just like, yeah. But when I'm PMSing, I'm very moody and I'm very emotional. Like, I think I'm more emotional than moody, and I get irritated easily. Or when I haven't eaten, that's when I'm a dragon. Like, when I haven't eaten enough, I'm just angry unnecessarily. So my cure is food. And okay, PMS, I don't know. I have the worst PMS, so I don't know what to do for PMS. Yeah, I don't know what to do for PMS, because there was this other these other drops that this girl had suggested that I take because I have cysts, and you just put the drops 3 times a day in your water and you drink them. But the drops were were natural, but what I saw, they had effects that I got from if I had hormone, what do you call, birth control pills for hormones, like for hormone imbalance. So I think that the ingredient in that plant is what they use mostly for birth control pills, because what I experienced now was I was just irregularly bleeding all the time, so I stopped using it. But it was written there that it also helps with PMS symptoms. Right now I'm back at not using anything, so my PMS symptoms are just crazy. My period pains are horrible. I don't know. What do you do for a living, beautiful? I am a digital marketing specialist, so I do digital marketing. I work for an advertising agency, and I specialize in digital marketing. So basically I do strategy, I do campaign management, campaign execution, everything. Strategies, proposals, research, make money for people. Yeah, that's what I do. I make money for people. Is it okay for a girl in a serious relationship to share the bills 50-50, including days? Now I've been doing this since I started my relationship, so I feel like it's okay. I don't see any issue with it, like with the 50-50 thing. In terms of like dates, if my husband or my boyfriend is the one that's saying I'm taking you on a date, obviously he's gonna pay. But when we out, whatever, we do 50-50. Actually, all the expenses of the house is 50-50. I don't see any reason why things shouldn't be 50-50. Like, why should one person sponsor the relationship? So for me, I feel like it's totally okay. I don't know why it's even a question, but obviously with what's been trending recently, like, us girls who prefer 50-50 have been shamed. We have been shamed. We are the spawn of society. Shamed. Not for me. I really don't feel like I want to now make someone's child my parent. I don't. Because think about it, 100-0 relationship was when your parents paid for everything. And imagine how they were so excited for you to move out of the house, start paying your own bills so they can be relieved. So yeah, that's how I feel. Like, it can never, like, but I don't see anything wrong if your person wants to do 100-0. It's totally okay. But 50-50 is also totally okay. It just depends on you. And obviously, in dating, like, money should be a thing for both. It shouldn't be this thing, no, girls are comfortable dating without money, but they can't date people without money. I'm like, you also don't have money. Like, girl. Anyway, yeah, that's just my 2 cents, hey? How's a girl supposed to know when to leave a relationship, guys? You know when you just like, some things are obvious. For me, it would be for when, like, it just feels forced. Like, you can feel when you are forcing things, and as an adult, you know when you are forcing things. But like, that denial is what makes people stay. You know when you are forcing things, and deep down there's a voice telling you, okay, you know what, sis, you are forcing things here. Like, this thing is not working. And sometimes it's not even because your boyfriend or like your partner is doing shit. Like, sometimes they might not be, but they're just not it's just not working out. It could even be on your side. The person might be mad over heels with you, but on your side you're just like, man, I know I'm just wasting time with this relationship. I'm not happy with this person. Like, I like, for me, if you go when you call me, I'm just like, ugh. Or I don't just look forward to seeing you, or I just feel like I'm doing too much. I just feel like it's not worth the stress. So you should know it will be the signs are there. Like, when when the person says they want to see you, you just already in stress. Like, you just already like so frustrated, and it just doesn't feel natural. For me, I just feel like everything has to just feel natural. It has to flow. You have to, you don't have to, like, the if you are questioning yourself a lot, that's already a sign that you shouldn't even be there. Why are you questioning yourself so much? Because it doesn't feel right, it's not working, and you are wasting your time. And one thing about me, I will not waste my time. The girl's supposed to deal with boosting her confidence in university as a 20-year-old. For me, I had to have confidence in varsity, because for some reason most girls don't like me. I don't know why. They just decided like, oh, I don't like her. So like, for me, it's confidence really is something that you shouldn't source from external people. It should come from you. You should be about yourself. You should look at yourself in the mirror and say, you are the shit. And if you're gonna be working, because every day for the 3 years I was in varsity, I was walking those grounds alone. A whole UP, I was walking the grounds alone. Obviously, I did have a friend D, and when she was at campus, it was very nice. But a lot of times, I had to be at campus alone, and like, the fact that I had the confidence to just be alone, and I was fine. Like, I think confidence starts when it's intrinsic, like it starts coming from you. Okay, to build confidence you need to understand that your value doesn't come from other people, the people around you, and you are valuable as yourself alone. And that's what I learned, because when I started like at varsity, I used to beat up myself a lot that I don't have friends, I don't have thing, and I was a day scholar, so I wasn't in a race or anything. So it was harder for me to make friends, because I am actually not an extrovert, so it's not easy for me to make friends if somebody's not initiating with me. And I'm not saying that like everybody didn't try and be friends with me. I think I was just not good at maintaining relationships. So I ended up being the girl that's always alone in a whole varsity of thousands of students, and I was fine. Like the fact that I was fine and still confident actually took like it actually made me more confident when I went into work and everything like that. And it just came from me. I was like, you're the girl you think you are, you don't need anyone to validate your existence, and that's the period, babes. Dreams and mental health. You know how I'm gonna answer this question? I think it's based on when you have dreams to achieve, but you have a mental health, you have a mental illness. I'm going to take it as that. So guys, actually watch my next video, which will be my unpopular opinions about us as young people. Yeah, that was enough for girl talk. For me, when I did the girl talk thing, what I had in mind was actually was actually like feminine hygiene and everything like that. These videos help a lot of people that don't know these things, don't have girlfriends to talk to about these things, are not comfortable talking about these things with their parents. So that's why I do them, and I haven't done like a full feminine hygiene question. Please put in the comment section things that you learned about your feminine hygiene, things that you'd still like to know, questions that you like me to answer, and things that you wish you were told when you were younger about your whole femininity type of vibe. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.